A very good morning to you viewers. Welcome to this special broadcast, Mizoram Voting Day Live with me, 𝗡𝗢𝗪𝗓𝗓. Voting for elections to the 40-member Mizoram Assembly begins in a short while from now. A total of 174 candidates are locked in a primarily four-cornered contest, and their fate would be determined by the verdict of the state's 8.57 lakh voters. Three major political parties, the ruling Mizo National Front, the Zoram People's Movement, and the Congress, have fielded candidates in all the 40 seats, while the BJP is contesting 23 seats. There are 16 women candidates in the fray. Now, the big question is, will the MNF come back to power? The MNF has admitted that the ZPM will be its main rival, although parties like the Congress said their candidates are sure to perform well. On its part, the BJP has said the party would be making its best ever performance in Mizoram this elections. It has been a sober poll campaign by all parties, with Congress leader Rahul Gandhi among the early campaigners, staying for 2 days in the state. While the BJP had a string of national leaders campaigning in Mizoram, including party national president J.P. Nadda to Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Union Minister Kiren Rijiju staying put in the state, the MNF and ZPM campaign was spearheaded by its leaders Zoramthanga and Laldu Homa, respectively. The MNF won the polls in 2018 by bagging almost 38% of the vote share, defeating the Congress, whose vote share was 30%. What is significant is the rise of the BJP's vote share in Mizoram from 0.37% in 2013 to 8.9% in 2018. But the opposition is claiming that there has been an anti-incumbency against the MNF this time, and therefore the contest would be tough. We shall have to wait until the 3rd of December to know the verdict. We have our reporters standing by in Mizoram. We shall go to them. But before that, let's take a look at Chhattisgarh, where too the assembly elections begins today with the first phase of voting. Voting will take place in Chhattisgarh for 20 constituencies today. A total of 1,181 candidates are contesting, with 223 candidates battling it out in the first phase and 958 candidates in the second phase that will be held on the 17th of November. Let me go to our correspondent, Chief of Bureau Arindam Das, who is in Aizawl. Arindam, if you can hear me, a very good morning to you. What is going on around you? How is the weather? How is the mood there? Where are you exactly?
Good morning, Wazir. I am right now at Aizawl North 2 constituency, and the polling station where I am standing right now is 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗙𝗪𝗓 Primary School, and this is the polling station where incumbent Chief Minister and MNF Chief Zoramthanga will be coming and voting in some time from now. As of now, we don't know at what time he will be coming, but yes, this is the polling station where incumbent Chief Minister and MNF Chief Zoramthanga will be coming and voting. So the mood here right from the morning is very upbeat here, as you know that Mizoram has a record of a high polling turnout, and today also the picture seems nothing different. And in the past elections also we have seen that it's always the 80% mark of voting which has been crossed in all the elections. And this time also, looking at the number of people coming to the polling station early morning, we can make out that today also it is going to be a high voting turnout. So you can see people queuing up. They are here to cast their votes. And this is the 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗪𝗓 Primary School polling station in Aizawl North 2 constituency. And this is the polling station, as I have said, where incumbent Chief Minister and MNF Chief Zoramthanga will be coming and voting.
Right.
So this is the mood here right now. So in some time from now, the voters will come and cast their votes.
Right, Arindam. Please stand by. Don't go away. We'll cut live to Mission This is the polling station. We cut live to the Mizoram Congress President, Mr. 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗪, who is in the queue at the Mission Vengtlang Primary School. Mission Vengtlang Primary School, these are visuals coming in. This is Mission Vengtlang Primary School. The Congress President 𝗟𝗡𝗪 is standing in the queue to cast his vote. As you can see, viewers, voters are already lining up. Voting is yet to start. Voting will start in a couple of minutes, and we can see voters queuing up in large numbers already. There are men and women, including young people, I can see, including elderly people there waiting to cast their votes. And the voting percentage has always been high, Orindam, in Mizoram. In 2013, it was 83.41% of the people, of the electorate cast their votes, and in 2018, it was 80.03%. So, as you said, Orindam, this time round also, we are expecting a high voter turnout.
Okay, Wasbir, we can see Zoramthanga coming here to this polling station. He is coming here. We can see him descending from that stairs. He will be coming here and casting his vote in any time from now. So, yes, you were asking about the polling percentage. Yes, if we look at the history of Mizoram Assembly elections, in the past it has always been the 80% mark, which has been crossed in all the elections. And this time also the picture seems no different, because we can see that voters in large number have come early in the morning. It's still time is left for the polling to start, but yes, we can see that all the voters are here. They are here to cast. Yeah, okay, that's MNF chief and incumbent Chief Minister Zoramthanga. He is here to cast his vote. Yes, so he's here to cast his vote. This is the Ramlung Venglui Primary School polling station where polling is underway. It has started. So right now we can see that's Chief Minister Zoramthanga.
Yes, Orindam, this is the Zoramthanga
to cast his
vote. Right,
yes.
Orindam. We will try to have a conversation with Mr. Zoramthanga. He is there. This is the big breaking story. We have seen the Congress President a short while ago at the Mission LP Primary School where he is to cast his vote, and now we have seen on the screen. First, Northeast Live is the only channel on the ground bringing you minute-to-minute news about the voting day today. Zoramthanga, the Chief Minister and MNF leader, is already there. He is contesting the Aizawl East 1 seat, and he is seeking re-election after winning in 2018 from this constituency. And the Zoram People's Movement Vice President 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗪𝗏, well, his opponent, well, the Congress has fielded 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗏 in that Aizawl East constituency. We have just seen Mr. Zoramthanga, the MNF leader and Chief Minister, he's going to be among the early voters. He has already arrived at the polling station, and he is pitted against ZPM Vice President 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗪𝗏, while the Congress has fielded 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗏 in the Aizawl East 1 constituency. Yes, Orindam, voting, has it begun? Is it? Okay, this is the breaking story. Voting in Mizoram has begun. Voting in Mizoram has begun for the 40-member State Assembly. 174 candidates in the fray. 174 candidates in the fray. 8.57 lakh voters. Big breaking story. Voting begins in Mizoram. 174 candidates in the fray. It's a single phase voting in Mizoram. And this will elect the 9th Mizoram Assembly. Mizoram became a state after the Mizo Accord in 1986. This is the 9th Mizoram Legislative Assembly. And there are 16 women candidates. And they are of course contesting 18 seats. That means 2 of the women are contesting two seats each. Therefore, there are 16 women candidates in the fray. And there are 8.57 lakh voters in. These are live visuals on the screen. People queuing up. to vote. Voting has just begun. This is the big breaking story. And we can see many elderly people, young and old alike. And we can also see people being helped in to that polling station. And let me tell you, viewers, Northeast Live is the only channel that had exhaustively covered that. Okay, that is the MNF leader Zoramthanga on the screen. Exclusive visuals there. Zoramthanga on the screen. He will just be casting his votes at this moment. He was quite confident. He made some interesting comments during the run-up to the elections. He said that MNF is the party soaked in the blood of martyrs and therefore is sure to win these elections. And he has also admitted that the ZPM is going to be its main rival. So there, Zoramthanga quite relaxed there. Usually he is always in a proper suit and tie, but this time round he is minus the tie. That is Zoramthanga. Looks poised and calm in a check tweed suit, waiting for his turn. Zoramthanga, he was the leader of the Mizo National Front. He was an insurgent leader turned politician. He succeeded Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗪, the legendary Laldenga who led the MNF in a 20-year-old bush war with the government of India. And Laldenga's deputy was Mr. Zoramthanga, who later, of course, was the natural choice of the MNF to be the chief minister. So, 79-year-old Zoramthanga pitted against the ZPM Vice President 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗓 and the Congress's 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗓, Aizawl East 1 seat. So, we have seen the leaders of the two major political parties, Congress and the ZPM, already in the queue. And interestingly, Laldu Homa, the leader of the ZPM, is in 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗓, and his vote is in Aizawl. So, unfortunately, because of the distance, Mr. Laldu Homa will not perhaps be casting his vote today because he is staying put at his constituency 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗓. So, the district with the maximum electors this time round, viewers, is Aizawl, that has 286,000 voters. And the district with the minimum electors is Nathial. Nathial is the district with the least number of voters at 16,000. And the assembly constituency with the maximum electors is 36 Tuichuang, that is Luang Tlai, with 36,000 votes. And assembly constituency with minimum electors is the 34 Torang. And we can also see on the right hand side Congress President Lal Sauta also waiting there on the right hand side of the screen to cast his vote. And the Election Commission has made arrangements for the people to sit as well. And there is a lot of special arrangements made by the Election Commission this time round. And there are 50,751 young voters between 18 to 19 years this time round in Mizoram. 50,000. And the number of voters from the last elections increased by about 70 to 80,000. This time it is 8,57,000 voters are going to cast their votes. It is about 75,000 more than the number of voters in 2018. and about 8,500 senior voters above the age of 80 years. And the Election Commission had also made arrangements for postal ballot for senior citizens. Then they have already actually cast their ballots. And there are 1,276 polling stations in all, and 525 in urban and 751 rural polling stations. So, Orindam, has voting started in that polling station where Mr. Zoramthanga is waiting? Orindam.
Yes, polling is underway right now at this 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗏 Primary School polling station, and we have seen that, like the first-time voters, the Chief Minister, incumbent Chief Minister and MNF Chief is also the one who has come as the early voters, and he is right now waiting here, waiting for his turn to cast his vote. There is some problem with the EVM machine. Maybe that's why he is waiting for some time here, and in some time from now he will be casting his vote. He is sitting here. He's waiting for his turn to cast his vote. And yes, voting has begun at 7 a.m. And as I have said that Mizoram, if we look at the history of the elections, the voting percentage has always been very high. It's always been above 80%. And this time also the picture seems no different, because we have seen that voters in large number have already turned up and they are queuing up outside polling stations to cast their votes. So this time also it is expected.
Orindam, hold on. I think
Yes.
Zoramthanga there, the MNF leader and Chief Minister, sitting, waiting for his turn. And in the meantime, we have a reaction coming in from Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗏, who is the ZPM working president. He is contesting from Aizawl 3 seat, Aizawl North 3 seat. Aizawl North 3 seat, that is 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗏, the working president of the ZPM. Let's listen into what Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗏 had said.
Yes, my expectation is to have a single party majority. Yes. That will go to the PM party. We'll get absolute majority. It's quite difficult to say the figure, but we hope. No, 21 is magic number, but more than magic number, I hope to get. Yeah, I have very much confidence that we'll get an absolute majority. It's very much peaceful at present. Then the whole day I hope it should be peaceful, because Mizo peoples are peace-loving people. There should be no sensitive activities. It never happened in the previous year also. The voters should come in the forenoon, I think. Then I hope more than 80% voters may turn up.
Okay. Well, that was Mr. 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏𝗏, the working president of the ZPM. And as we wait for these two leaders, that is Mr. Zoramthanga and Mr. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗏, to cast their votes, let us also go to one of our guests this morning, one of our commentators, Dr. 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗏𝗡. Dr. 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗏𝗡, who is the Associate Professor of Political Science and President of the Mizoram Political Science Association. Dr. 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗏𝗡, good morning to you. You know, how do you see these polls? Do you see anything different from the last elections? And that is Zoramthanga getting ready to cast his votes. He's making. Okay, this is a visual from short while ago when he was standing in the queue. Then because of this slight delay, he had gone back and is sitting there. Let me go back to my guest, Dr. 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗏𝗡, Associate Professor of Political Science, President, Mizoram Political Science Association. Dr. 𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗏𝗡, can you hear me? First of all, good morning to you.
Good morning. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Quite audible.
Have you seen anything different these elections? Because, you know, who wins or who loses, that is up to the voters. They will decide. We will come to know on the 3rd. But what are the interesting trends that you witnessed during these elections, this campaign, during the campaign?
Very interesting trend in this election is that peoples are very much interested to cast their vote, because they're waiting for change. And people, especially the young people, the young voters, the first-time voters are very much interested and very curious and very interested to cast their vote. So these young voters will make a very important role in that final election, in the final result. This is the new trend.
Yeah, and
Young voters are very much interested to cast their vote.
right. And the young voters, the number is 50,000. And in a small state like Mizoram, where the number of voters are not much compared to the other states, I think this 50,000 young voters, they can make a lot of difference, isn't it?
Of course, because they are the one who are going to make a factor. They are the major factor for making the new government. So people are always talking about ZPM and MNF. They are saying that these two political parties are going to contest in this election. The Congress will be in the fourth heart, I believe. Very honestly telling you, sir, that Congress will be in the third position, and this MNF party and ZPM are going to contest, and so who is going to make that victory? I don't know, but
Right.
that young voters will play a very significant role.
Right. Dr. Lalman Mawia, now, is it safe to understand? You see, during the campaign, the MNF said that, oh, we are not a yes sir party. Just hold on, Professor. We are back with MNF leader Zoramthanga, who is about to cast his votes. He's talking. Let's listen.
Patuyan le mi puite zara tin zonge kain ringa tin sarkar po kay manin siyam tenge kanin beisay.
apoi một lắm bằng thui soi hay tại hiện MNF lỗ chuột thì đối MNF sọc cam rồi chuột thì dòng đã thằng muốn sang ông tiền hiểm in soi hay hiểm chúng ta hiện anh nghe nắng mà đi tiền thế nó chăn tụ ra apoi một tắc nên chuyện này.
Siya tu na chuan heta MNF nam thin lung pu te na sarkar kan siam la ya kan che ve la kan unau ten thamuan na le chak na le him na an pu hi atakin kan muto a hei ka ring po ni lavina takina lang to a chu wangin tu na chuan MNF Mizoram sarkar chuan kan che ve la kan unau te zong an him na le an chak na an nge yang
rampung stepung huapin tin giống nghe in nghe nắng mà đi xịt lạc in bấy xịt ra
cái mani si ta po tin nge cái ring rampum hua pa po sarkar na la nge cái in bấy sai cái ring po ke
issue khan in Myanmar refugee te timayang ran plan te kha in han sai ta kum thum don an to a chen cho tam jong cho relief ke ma te lo ma eng te hi lo sarkar ta ula eng tin nge relief ke ma da reng nge an ma ni chen na tu in sak to khalai vel kha a handle dan to
chu tu lang zelin relief ke ma atang khan chen na nuam de ulek ngai tu apui chu kan tuma amaro chu apoi mo beraka ngai chu bar maramar rem na chumi rem na ta na India sarkarina ma alo lak to na chun zomin rem na Burma refugee te po lungmuang taka an munan kirle hi kan tumbul pui berane
kapui biala candidate sang ni sombre te king pui te ni lo zong adang athar imat sondona heta hian nangma hupurna te omen nge tuna nge dan biala
ka hupur lo khop mai tun tum chu alian de ulek party atanga local tura ka ngai lain alian lutuk lovan ron da khia chu wangin kan tin ngei karinga ka hupur au lo mai tuna chuan kan na covid kara po na shatakin na kan thoka hemi chun zom na turatan hian ram mi puin kan mabak chun zom nan min thantin ngei kan ringa chu ba ka chuan tuna kan chevela ram ribuai ram Myanmar le Bangladesh le Manipur buaya hian MNF sarkar ya chula ni ti ami puinan ria chu wangin heng te wang po hian kan tin ngai kan be se ye ole ani English is
What are the major issues concerning the elections in Mizoram this time? We all know the crisis, ethnic violence in Manipur, the crisis in Myanmar are going to be factors. But apart from that, what do you think?
well the problem in Myanmar and then refugees and problem from Manipur and from Bangladesh. And here it will be a big plus factor for my party, the MNF, because these people, whether they are from Burma, from Manipur, or from Bangladesh, they all have faith if the MNF form the government here in Aizawl. And therefore, in order to comfort them, in order to give them shelter, in order to give them food and shelter. So it needs MNF government here. That would be one of the biggest plus points in my coming election.
Sir, how positive you are because of the opposition parties out here, ZPM, are also saying that they are also strong and they are going to form the government out here?
Well, I have a full confidence that we will be able to form the government with an absolute majority.
You are saying that unemployment has been a major issue of concern here in Mizoram, and you have failed in meeting it in the last 5 years. How you like?
Well, because of the COVID, not only Mizoram, the whole will suffer a lot. It's a matter of survival for the whole world. Here in Mizoram, it's rather a miracle that we can maintain and fight most successfully among other states in India. Unemployment certainly is there, but we have overcome quite a lot of these through different parts and through the government jobs also.
You have been targeted by the opposition, particularly on the SEDP program. What do you like to say on that?
Well, SEDP, one of the biggest obstacles for the success of the opposition people. It was the biggest point, a plus point for the MNF. That is why they targeted and criticized me of my introduction of the SEDP.
Almost all political pundits have predicted that it's going to be a hung assembly this time. How do you see your party from henceforth? Like, will you go into a coalition if required from the government?
Well, it will not be a hung assembly. It will be a MNF government. I have a full confidence in that.
Will BJP there as an alliance partner?
BJP is not an alliance partner. NDA is there in the center. Here in the state, we don't have any alliance with BJP or any other party. So far, they have not approached us. We have not approached them. We are only a partner of the NDA in the center. Here in the state, we support the NDA even on issue based only.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Chief Minister Zoramthanga, MNF leader, saying that he is very confident of winning. MNF will not require any support from anybody. They are confident of winning on its own. That's what Zoramthanga has claimed. And he said that they have no alliance with the BJP in the state, although at the central level they have the NDA. They have the NDA. They are part of the NDA, no doubt, but they are not in an alliance with anybody as far as Mizoram is concerned. So Zoramthanga, as actually there is a correction. Zoramthanga has not cast his vote. He spoke to the reporters. There is a technical problem in that EVM. Orindam, if you can hear me, Orindam, let's clarify that to our viewers once and for all.
Yes.
That voting has been delayed in this particular constituency, particular polling station because of some technical problem. That is the reason why Zoramthanga decided to speak to the media. Orindam, what is going on? Zoramthanga has not yet cast his vote, right?
That's right, Wasbir. He will come back again to cast his vote because there is some malfunctioning with the EVM. There are two sets of EVM machines here. One is here in this room and the other is in here in this room. So the other EVM is working fine, but something is wrong with the EVM in this room. So that's why they are trying to rectify, correct it, and make it okay so that the voters can cast their votes. And in fact, Chief Minister Zoramthanga also couldn't cast his vote in the first attempt because of the malfunctioning in the EVM. So he has said that he will come again to cast his vote. But as of now, there are two sets of EVM machines here in this polling station. So the other one is working perfectly all right, and the one in this room is having some malfunction.
Okay, Orindam, stay put there. We will wait till Zoramthanga comes back. Now, let me go to Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗏. I'll come back to you. I also have Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗛𝗏. Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏 is professor of political science at 𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏 University in Aizawl. Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏, you know, the Chief Minister Zoramthanga, he has just said that MNF may be part of the NDA, but there is no alliance with the BJP. And he said that there will be no alliance necessary because the MNF will win on its own. Now my question to you is, suppose the MNF falls short, do you think BJP, whatever seats they win, if they win any seats, do you think they will automatically align or side with the MNF?
Hello, Wasbir. Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you.
Yeah. If the MNF falls short, I think they will surely make a government with the BJP because they are already a partner with in the NDA or NEDA.
Okay, so this do you what is the difference now? Today the people are voting. We also have Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏 on our show this morning. He said that the 50,000 young voters, they are going to make a huge difference. So do you think the 50,000 young voters, they can tilt the balance in favor of candidates?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 50,000 young voters are also the key. And this is a very interesting contest this time. All the three major parties, that is the MNF, ZPM and the Congress, have fielded 40 candidates each. BJP vote share from 0.37 in 2013, it has gone up to 9% in 2018. And perhaps that is the confidence that the BJP has even this time around, where it has fielded 23 candidates. And BJP said, one of the BJP leaders said they are definitely going to win between 6 to 8 seats. Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏, that is the BJP assessment, at least some leaders.
I think it would be difficult for the BJP party to win 6 to 8 seats, but they have, like I said before, they have actually good chance in 5 constituencies, but I cannot count across 5 seats for the BJP party.
Okay, I request Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗥𝗧𝗏 and Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗢𝗏 and Dr. Prasenjit Biswas to stay on. We'll go for a short break. Don't go away. We'll be right back with this live election broadcast, Voting Day Live from Mizoram. Don't go away.